Students, from all of us, welcome to James Madison Memorial High School. We're going to have a great year. We're glad that you're a part of our thriving, strong, and caring school community. We believe in you, and we have high expectations for you, and will support you in building healthy relationships to support your growth. I want to make sure that as a school community, we recognize and focus on the importance of building strong, trusting relationships as the foundation for all we do. Research shows that no meaningful learning takes place without authentic connections among all involved, and we need to work together to build a collaborative community that supports all students equitably. We're here to assist you in your journey to become a more self-sufficient and independent learner. We hope you take advantage of the many educational programs and extracurricular activities available here. Over your years at Memorial, we will help ensure that you are ready for college, career, and community. Our vision as a school is that all students can be successful if they are well understood and well supported by the entire school community through use of a rigorous, relevant curriculum delivered with dynamic and flexible instruction. We are committed to working together to make this vision a reality for you. It is the responsibility of everyone in this school community to be respectful, ready, and responsible. Respectful of yourself, of others, and this place, ready to work together, to engage, and ready to learn. Responsible for your learning, your actions, and your attitude. This is the Memorial Way, and this has been the expectation for almost 50 years. If as a school community we're together and believing in the power of relationships and trust, we also need to be committed to repairing and restoring relationships when something goes wrong. This involves both rights and responsibilities. Students have the right to be treated with courtesy and respect by students and adults. You have the responsibility to show courtesy and respect to all students and adults. You have the right to be safe from harmful words and actions of students and adults, but you have the responsibility to show safe and kind behavior to others. You have the right to attend school every day, and you have the responsibility that when you attend school, you're ready for class and that you participate in what your class is doing. You have the right to have a place to keep your school belongings and personal property safe. You have the responsibility to respect the property of others and of the school property. You have the right to be taught expected behaviors and practice your skills for getting along with the world. You have the responsibility to follow our school rules and follow adult instructions while at school. You have the right to get help from adults when you need it, and you have the responsibility to tell an adult about any unsafe situations or whenever you need help. You have the right to tell your side of the story and report any unfair treatment, and you have a responsibility through all of this to be honest with us. You have the right to help make decisions about what should happen when you make a mistake, and you have a responsibility of learning from those mistakes when you make them. You have the right to have a teacher who communicates with you and your parents and guardians about how you're doing in school, and you have a responsibility to help with that communication by taking your school papers home and bringing things back to school when assigned as homework. You all received a copy of the MMSD Behavior Education Plan. It's expected that you're fully aware of all policies and guidelines included in that plan. Most fundamental to the plan is the progressive approach to discipline. Please note that through this approach, consequences can range from in-class discipline through in-school and out-of-school suspension, and for the most serious behaviors categorized as level 5, expulsion from the MMSD. All behaviors and the response levels are clearly defined in the Behavior Education Plan, and again, it's expected you take time to review this information. Every consequence is paired with an intervention, and we're committed to making sure that we turn negative situations into learning experiences for all involved. This year, you will notice that we'll be more swift in responding to any disruptive behavior. We also hope you notice that we'll be working together in different ways to help you restore and repair relationships whenever your actions do harm. This is a part of holding ourselves accountable for our actions, and it's critical for everyone in this school community. Part of being a safe and productive learning environment is establishing clear expectations for all. I want to help establish those today as we begin the new school year. Regarding electronics, electronic devices should be off and away during bell-to-bell instruction in your classrooms, and your teacher will decide if there's ever a reason where you can use them for instructional use during class. You are allowed to use your devices respectfully before and after school, during lunch, and also during passing times. Regarding our hallways, I need you to understand that part of being successful here is being on time to all of your classes. Teachers will be closing classroom doors when the bell rings. Wandering in the hallways while classes are in session will not be tolerated. Any student who leaves a classroom during class must have either a yellow pass or must have your planner signed by your teacher. While in the hallways, we also have certain expectations. School-appropriate language must be used at all times, and that means no swearing, no vulgar or profane language. None of those will be tolerated. I need you to respect the personal space and property of others, and I need you to keep your hands and feet to yourselves. Any play fighting will be dealt with in the same manner as any real fighting. Bullying and harassment is incredibly hurtful to anyone in the school community and will not be tolerated. This is a critical understanding as we work to build a strong and supportive community. I encourage you to use the reporting forms just inside my office to report to me or any other staff member if you are ever the victim or if you witness bullying and harassment. Gang involvement and gang-related behaviors are strictly prohibited, including dress code violations, shaking up, use of gang symbols, tagging, or any other form of intimidation. Students, you can voluntarily turn in any inappropriate items you've brought to school personnel before being asked about the item and before being discovered to be in possession and before anyone has been threatened with or harmed by the item without fear of penalty. Generally, you may dress in any manner or style that you desire as long as your chosen attire does not cause a disruption or distraction in the learning environment, reveal intimate body parts, or pose a safety risk to the school, the students, or others. The following examples are representation of some of these limitations. Students may not wear hats or hoods during the school day. Hats should be completely out of sight in backpacks or lockers and can't be carried or attached to belts, pants, or backpacks. You may not wear multi-fingered rings, large metal chains, or any other jewelry that could be used as a weapon. You must wear your pants at a level that does not expose undergarments. Boxers, thong underwear, and athletic shorts may not show over the waistband. You may not wear clothing with vulgar or obscene statements or pictures promoting illegal drugs, alcohol, sex, violence, or gang activity. And new this year, no one is allowed to wear anything bearing the logo of the Washington Redskins due to its derogatory reference to Native American culture. Students may not wear skirts or shorts that expose undergarments or the buttocks, and see-through clothing items are also not permitted. Tops should be sufficient so as not to expose a student's bra. Lastly, students, you must always wear shoes or footwear while at school. JMM exists to prepare you for college, career, and community. We don't typically have enough time to focus on these conversations during our current class structure. Advisories will serve for you as a way to connect your education to your future plans, building a sense of community throughout your 4 years here at Memorial. In advisories, you'll be working through critical information that you'll not be able to experience in any other way, including selecting courses and getting vital information regarding resumes, job searches, hearing from community leaders, other guest speakers, applying and planning for college and other opportunities after high school. These are led by your teachers with opportunities for student leadership. Attendance will be taken, which also means that it will affect any athletic eligibility if you don't attend. Advisories will be organized by grade level, led by a teacher who will stay with you for 4 years. It's a great place to develop a sense of community and really get to know students that you may not see in your other classes. So this is your first chance to be in your new advisory and meet your advisor and meet the other students in your advisory. However, today we're here just to sort of simply set these expectations and for you to get your locker information. The regular schedule will have 4th hour ending at noon, and 5th hour will start at 12:50. Expectation, of course, is that you'll all be on time to your 5th period class, given the longer lunch period. Teachers will have lunch until 12:30 and will then be available to meet with you all in classrooms to give you extra help and review for tests. The Wisconsin and Fox neighborhood centers will always be open for lunch and will always have open gym in the field house. The library will be closed for the first 20 minutes and will be open for the last 30 minutes for quiet study only. Students must sign in and no food or drinks are allowed in the library. Any student not following these expectations will be asked to leave the library. I need you to understand that the expectation is that we're being safe in the parking lot and while walking throughout the school community. Parking lot expectations is that all cars are held below 10 miles an hour, and I need you to be patient and do things in the Memorial way while you await to depart the parking lot. Any students breaking or not following these violations will lose your ability to park in school and be subject to any further consequences beyond that. I also need you to make sure that you're following all posted traffic signs and also following the walk signals when you're crossing the street. All students are expected to cross only in the crosswalk, and please understand that this will be monitored by City of Madison Police. this is a rare opportunity for us to have some flexible time during the middle of our school day. And students, I'm asking you to make effective use of that last 20 minutes to work with your teachers, to work with each other, and take advantage of opportunities not otherwise allowed to you. This also includes clubs. Many of our clubs will be shifting from meeting either before or after school when they were off limits to a number of students to right here in the middle of the school day and during lunch. And I encourage you to take advantage of those. Thanks for all of your help, for all of your hard work, and let's have a great school year.